What is up, developers? It is Mike here, and today we're diving into a hot topic: degrees. Many people think that you need a computer science degree to get hired as a developer, but is that really the case? So let's break it down in this video. So let's start first by explaining what exactly is a computer science degree. A computer science degree is like any college degree. You will go through an entire curriculum that will span across 3 years or 6 semesters for most degrees. The first year will be full of theory, with the main focus on math and physics courses and some basics things about programming. The second year you will learn more about how a computer works, what networking is, and how the internet works. And you will start learning important programming languages like Python, JavaScript, and SQL. The third year you will get the most important info in the curriculum, and you will get closer to what a real developer does in his daily life. The courses will become more realistic, and some degrees have the last semester as an internship that you will do and compose a report that you will send to your professors to review. And that's pretty much it for the entire degree. To sum up what you will learn about programming languages, data structures, algorithms, computer architecture, networking and software engineering, and a lot of other stuff. However, it's important to understand what a computer science degree is not. A computer science degree is not a guaranteed ticket for a job, and let me tell you why. A degree will set you up with a lot of information that you will need, but it doesn't automatically make you a great developer because most of the courses you will take don't have enough room for practice. You will actually know what is a DOM in HTML, but will you know how to interact with that DOM without a lot of hours of coding? You might understand why a certain algorithm work in theory, but can you implement them effectively without hands-on practice? Well, you get the idea. This is why practice is key, and usually it's not included in degrees. So why do companies ask for degrees in the first place? Well, degrees give companies a way to make the hiring process easier. It's easier for them to compare candidates if they all have the similar educational backgrounds. Hiring someone is a big investment, and degrees help reduce the risk. A degree means the candidate has been trained and tested, making them a safer bet. And companies often believe that people with degrees are better prepared for the professional world. They think degree holders are more likely to have the soft skills and work habits needed to succeed in their corporate culture. Degrees mostly show that the candidate has dedicated years of his life to wake up early in the morning, attend the classes on time, do certain tasks, and study hard to pass the exams. This ensures the company that the person is dedicated. So now you know how companies see you if you got a degree. Even though some companies like degrees, you shouldn't stress too much about not having one. In tech, your skills are often more important than your credentials. Most of what you will actually be doing on the job and the skills that you will need to learn them on your own. You learn these skills from various sources like an online course, a bootcamp, a free educational material, or textbooks. Much of what you need to know to fulfill the requirements listed in the job offer is not typically covered in a computer science degree. In the degree I did, about 25% of what I learned was actually effective for what I needed on the job. And considering how much time and money you will invest in a degree, that makes it a very low percentage. And while this can depend on the school and program, most of what you actually need to know to land a software engineering job or any other offer won't be taught fully in a computer science degree. This brings us to another important point: self-taught developers. Many people choose to bypass the traditional degree route to focus on building projects and learning independently. This approach can be very effective, and I've seen a lot of individuals secure tech jobs without a formal degree. At the end of the day, whether to pursue a degree or self-taught methods is a matter of a personal choice, and you are the ones that will make this choice. When it comes to hiring, it really depends on how different companies view candidates. Some employers might filter out applicants without a degree, while others prioritize practical experience and skills over prior education. It's important to understand that each company has its own criteria and you can't control that. Now, let me assume that you are still lost between going for a degree or choosing the self-taught path. Well, let me break down a comparison between the two. First, let's talk about financial considerations. Pursuing a computer science degree can be a hard financial commitment. Tuition costs alone can range from about $10,000 per year at more affordable institutions to over $50,000 per year at top-tier universities, especially in the United States. On top of that, there are additional expenses such as housing, food, textbooks, and other educational materials. Over the course of a typical 3-year degree or a 5-year program if you include a master's, these costs can add up to tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, potentially leading to significant student loan debt. But here's where self-taught methods come in. Online courses and bootcamps offer a fraction of that cost. For example, a comprehensive online coding course or bootcamp might cost between $500 and maximum $3,000. These programs often provide access to high-quality learning materials and community support without the financial strain of a traditional degree. Platforms like Coursera or Udemy offer affordable courses and programs, and many of them offer financial aid for free trials. Even purchasing books or subscribing to coding platforms is usually far less expensive than the cost of a complete degree. Next up is time commitment. A traditional computer science degree requires a big time investment. A standard program usually spans 3 years, but this timeline can extend if you take fewer courses per semester, participate in co-op programs, or need breaks for personal reasons. Balancing this commitment with other aspects of life can be challenging and might require careful planning and adjustments. For a self-taught learner, the time commitment is more flexible. Online courses, tutorials, and bootcamps allow you to learn at your own pace. You can choose to study full-time or part-time based on your schedule, and this flexibility means you can balance learning with work, family, or other responsibilities. While some bootcamps have fixed durations, often ranging from a few weeks to several months, self-directed learning allows you to spend as much or as little as you need on each topic. This can be an advantage if you're balancing other commitments or prefer a more personalized learning pace. It is also crucial to consider completing rates and dropout statistics associated with the computer science program. While exact figures vary, it's not uncommon for a significant percentage of students to switch majors or fail to complete their degrees with the expected time frame. Challenges such as academic difficulties, changing interests, and financial pressures contribute to these dropout rates. I personally wanted to drop out twice during the second year of my university program, as I had enough of learning things that I didn't need at all. But I couldn't drop out because I've already spent a lot of money, more than $15,000 for the first semester, and I didn't want this money to go away and just go to waste. So I had to continue and get the degree regardless of everything. Self-taught methods present a different scenario. Online courses and bootcamps typically have completion rates that vary, but they often provide more support and flexible learning environments that can cater to different learning styles. Many self-taught learners appreciate the autonomy and personalized learning experience that comes with choosing their own educational path. Also, online communities, mentorship programs, and peer support can help increase the chances of successfully completing your learning goals. In conclusion, while a degree can be a valuable asset in your tech career, it's not the sole answer to landing a job. Companies ask for degrees to simplify their hiring process and reduce the risks, but they're also open to skills and experience from non-traditional paths and self-taught learnings. If you have a degree, well, that's fantastic. It can certainly boost your chances of getting noticed and help you pass through filters that require one. And if you don't have one, please don't be paranoid or anxious, because there's a high chance of you getting chosen amongst a lot of graduates if you focus on developing your skills and building a strong portfolio. A degree shouldn't hold you back from pursuing your goals. That's it for this video. I hope you feel more confident about your current situation. Trust the process and trust this course you are taking, and we are here to ensure you will get the most out of it. Let's find your treasure together, and I'll see you in the next video.